Theaters may have been closed for much of the year, but movie fans still had a lot of new features to enjoy at home. Considering it was such a roller coaster of a year, it's fitting that many of our favorite films from 2020 were also the most emotionally resonant ones. From moments of pure triumph, to heart-rending acts of sacrifice, to romantic scenes that left us swooning, here are the movie moments that had us reaching for the tissues. There's much to love about what director Gina Prince Bythewood pulls out of her adaptation of Greg Rucka's graphic novels. The Old Guard is thrilling and thoughtful, and we can't get enough of seeing Andy lead her badass team of immortals through the modern world. Each character in the film has a unique story to share, and the more we learn about them, the more we adore them. That's especially true when it comes to Joe and Nikki, two ancients who were once enemies.
Nikki and I met in the Crusades.
The Crusades?
The love of my life was of the people I've been taught to hate.
In one of the movie's most unforgettable moments, the two are being held prisoner, and one of their captors taunts Joe over his concern for Nikki. When the guard teases him about Nikki being his boyfriend, Joe responds with a heartfelt monologue audiences won't soon forget.
This man is more to me than you can dream. He's the moon when I'm lost in darkness, and warmth when I shiver in cold, and his kiss still thrills me even after a millennium. His heart overflows with a kindness of which this world is not worthy of. I love this man beyond measure and reason. He's not my boyfriend. He's all and he's more.
Brett Haley's adaptation of Jennifer Niven's All the Bright Places requires at least 2 boxes of Kleenex to watch. The movie follows Violet Markey and Theodore Finch as they work together to find joy after experiencing individual traumas. For Violet, it's the death of her sister that sparks her downward spiral, but she's brought back from the edge by Finch. However, while Violet steadily finds herself in a better place, Finch's mental well-being declines significantly, and we learn that he has been the victim of abuse at home for years. Things continue to worsen for Finch after he's taunted at school, and when he disappears without explanation, Violet sets out to track him down. Her worst fears are confirmed in the film's most dramatic moment, when she finds his clothes near the swimming hole she used to visit with him in brighter times, and immediately knows that he has died. To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You finds Laura Jean questioning whether Peter still has feelings for his ex-girlfriend Jen. At the same time, she's reintroduced to John Ambrose, another former crush who received one of her fateful letters. As Laura Jean becomes distant from Peter, she grows close to John Ambrose, and it's only after Jen sets the record straight that she begins to realize how she truly feels about both boys in her life.
You know, you're way off about Peter. He's crazy about you.
In the film's final act, Laura Jean kisses John Ambrose at the Star Ball, but her love for Peter washes over her in that moment, and she decides to go back to him. As she steps outside, she's surprised to find Peter standing there waiting for her, because he knows she doesn't like to drive in the snow. That's sweet already, but this is Peter, so of course he cranks the emotional dial up to 12.
Break my heart, Covey. Break my heart into 1,000 pieces. Do whatever you want.
I love you.
I love you too.
The experimental mockumentary Dick Johnson is Dead is a celebration of life and the boldness of meeting death head-on. As filmmaker Kirsten Johnson and her aging father imagine and act out many of the ways he could go. In the film's gut-punching climax, we see things get real for both of them though, as Dick's faux funeral unfolds and the speakers and guests reveal their genuine emotion and affection for Dick in the past tense as he observes in the wings.
Dick came over and said, Ray, if you outlive me, I want you to play going away. I want you to play Going Away at my funeral.
Though they all may be playing it up for the show, their words and expressions still leave Dick and the viewers at home weeping with some mixture of gratitude and grief over the preciousness of life. As Johnson tells us in the end, her experimental film is meant to distill something impossible, but she still has the audacity to hope.
All I can say is Dick Johnson is dead. And all I want to say is, long live Dick Johnson.
Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more from Netflix Film Club. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.